Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for Manger Throne by Phil Wickham. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel or give this video a like and comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do just that by clicking the three dots next to the like button, and you can go from there, and I really appreciate it. Lastly, if you'd like to know what goes on in my brain when it comes to intonation and tuning all my guitars, my saxophone, and pretty much any other instrument, I have my top 8 tuning tips every musician should know. So you can click that in the description. It'll take you to a landing page, and you can go from there. All right, grab your acoustic guitar, and you're going to need a capo today, and let's get started. Like I said, you're going to need a capo, and you're going to put your capo on the 7th fret, which is kind of ridiculous. I'll tell you why, but bear with me. Here are the chords you need to know. C, F, G, A minor, D minor. There's also a C over E, and a G suspended. All right, so why do I say it's ridiculous to have your capo on the 7th fret? Well, it's kind of self-explanatory. It's now making the guitar sound like a ukulele, which is not necessarily a bad thing. If you look at the old video from Jesus Culture where Kim Walker is leading How He Loves, one of the guitarists is actually playing a capo, I believe, on the 6th fret. So it's very close to that same sound that we're going to go for, which would sound like this. But again, we're on the 7th fret now, and if I play that C chord that I just played now, we're actually playing in the key of G. So if I played a G chord, it's the same chord. Why would I use a capo, right? So if I can get away with playing a G, a C, a D, and an E minor, and an occasional A minor, why would I need to play capo 7? Well, it's actually about voicing. The guitar is supposed to sound a little higher than a lot of the other instruments in the room. There's a keyboardist, there's a bass player, and of course Phil is singing, but there's also an acoustic guitar part that comes in on verse 2, and I believe that's Phil's guitar, and he's playing without a capo. So, in my benevolence, I'm actually going to give you 2 versions of the song simultaneously. I'm going to give you the capo version, so this is what the lead guitar player is playing, and I'm also going to give you the non-capo version on the other side of the screen. And it would of course be impossible to say both chord changes at the same time, would just be insane. So I'm going to focus on the lead guitar part, but again, I'm going to put the non-capo version on screen for you. So if you don't have a capo, don't worry, you can still continue to watch, but you might want to skip to the playthrough. All right, so here's what the lead acoustic guitar is playing at the beginning. All right, now without wasting so much time, I'm going to assume that you know how to play those chords, and if you don't, you can always look them up, and those shapes will be on screen for you. And of course, like I said before, I'm going to say the chords as we go along, so stick with me. I'll play through the song, and then I'll explain and break down certain parts of the song that are very important that should stand out to you. All right, here we go. A minor, G over B, C, G, F. A minor, G over B, C, G, F. A minor, G over B, C, F, C. A minor, G over B, C, C over E, F. A minor, G over B, C, F, C. A minor, G over B, C, C over E, F. D minor, A minor, G suspended, G, D minor, A minor, G suspended, G, C, F, C, A minor, G, C over E, F, G, A minor. C, A minor, G over B, C, C over E, F, D minor, A minor, G suspended, G, C, F, C, A minor, G, C over E, F, G, A minor, F, C over E, G, C, F,
From heaven to the cradle,
G suspended, G, A minor,
let heaven and nature
C over E,
this is our King.
F,
The grave couldn't hold it.
G suspended,
Our God is overcome.
A minor,
Let heaven and nature
C over E,
this is our King.
F,
From heaven to the cradle,
G,
from cradle to the cross.
A minor,
Let heaven and nature
C over E,
this is our King.
F,
But the grave couldn't hold it.
G,
Our God is overcome.
A minor,
Let heaven and nature
C over E,
this is our King.
F, G, A minor, G, break,
Lead me to
F, C, A minor, G, C over E, F, G, A minor, F, C over E, G, C, C over E, F, G, A minor, F, C over E, G, A minor, F, C over E, G, A minor, G over B, C, C over E, F, A minor, G over B, C, C over E, F. Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that playthrough. Let's talk about some of the key elements that this lead acoustic part is doing. And I'm actually going to start with the pre-chorus because it really sounds cool. We're going to start on a D minor, then an A minor, and then G suspended. And really, it focuses on two strings, the high E on the first fret when you play that D minor shape. And when you go to A minor, you have an open E, which is the key right there. G suspended, it's your B string that you're plucking. There's that G suspended, and then let it go. So that whole progression, D minor, A minor, G suspended, G. If you're wondering what fingers you should use when you're finger picking, the best tip I can give you is let your thumb play the bass note of each chord. So whatever the lowest string you can possibly play for each chord. For example, that D minor, you really can only play the D string. And then the A minor, the A string. And of course, G, you can do that low E, third fret. And I like to roll my fingers, just kind of gives a little spice there. All right, so that's the pre-chorus, but what about all the other parts of the song, especially when the chords move fast? Well, again, it goes back to the thumb. Let your thumb play the bass note of each chord, and that allows for that movement from one chord to the next. Let's hear that intro, for example. And of course, I might be playing it a little bit differently than what the recording has, but at least the chords are pretty much the same. And again, you want your thumb to hit that lowest string for each chord. This is going to take some practice, and I don't have much time to break it down further, but you might want to just take some time by yourself and go from A minor, G over B, C, C over E, and then F. And the way I play the F chord, you might have noticed, I don't bar the entire F. You can, but if you want to move fast, you might want to just do a shorthand F, putting your index finger down on the B string, first fret, ring finger and pinky on the third fret, A and D strings. Now this is relative to the capo. And I can't really play the low E because then it's an F major 7 or a high E. Now, at the end of the playthrough, I did play an F major 7, and it just sounds kind of cool. Again, that kind of adds some spice there. So the pre-chorus and the intro are very important to the acoustic part, but the chorus is as well. And here's what I play. Now, of course, this might be a little different than the actual recording, but this is what I'm playing to help the band out. F, C, A minor, G, C over E, F, G, A minor, and so on and so forth. So really just a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up pattern. That's okay. And that's kind of what the gist of this is. You're allowing the keyboard to have their territory, the bass player to have their territory, and of course the drummer to have their own territory. You don't want to step on too many toes when you're the acoustic player. So just think about what you can do to have each band member shine on your team. Just something to think about when you're playing this song. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hopefully I was able to help you out with that tutorial. If I did, go ahead and click that subscribe button, hit that like button as well, and comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. By the way, this is the first Christmas tutorial I've done in 2023. Now this video is going to be dated because I said that, but it is what it is. And again, if I didn't help you out and you really appreciate it, you can donate to the channel by clicking the 3 dots next to the like button. You can go from there. I really appreciate that. And you can click on my top 8 tuning tips in the description below. Whatever can help you out, right? All right, have a great week, and I'll see you soon. God bless.